Good afternoon, guys. Steve of the Dead TV here in Skegness for Fear Island at Fantasy Island. So we've got, look at this awesome van in the background here. We've got 3 scare mazes that get really, really good reviews. We've got Disturbed I Am, which is what you can see on the back of the van there. Hold on, where are we going? That way. That way there. There's a Voodoo Curse maze. And there's, I think there's one called The Haunting or The Haunted House or something like that. But they're getting really, really good reviews and we can't wait to check them out today. So Dean of the Dead TV, Fear Island at Fantasy Island. Here we go. Let's go inside. Here we go.
This Halloween season, Fantasy Island becomes Fear Island. 6 new attractions, 3 new shows. Beneath the fantasy lies the fear.
I'll be waiting in the dark.
This room looks so good on other vlogs that I've been watching, and I thought, like normally when you come somewhere and you think, oh, it looks great in the vlogs, and when you get here it doesn't look as good in the flesh, but this is the opposite. It looks better. It's so cool. I love the theming in this room. So much to look at, such big high ceilings. It's like a big arena. There's just so much going on. It's like a visual treat. It's like visual nectar. And over there is the Haunting, which we are about to go into once the queue's gone down a little bit and once that's gone down completely. Man, I've got to say, I'm so impressed with this building. It's amazing. It's so nostalgic, all this theming. It takes me back. It reminds me of being a kid. But this is so cool. Look at this. I want one of these for indoors. Yeah, taxidermy over there, sold. Yeah, loving it. Okay, so here we go for our first maze of the day, The Haunting. Can't wait to check out the theming inside this bad boy. I've been looking forward to this for a while. So here we go, I'll let you know what I think when we come out. The Haunting, here we go. Okay. Nice. Spooky. Ouch. I mean, I feel like it. Nah. Oh. I mean, many. Okay, so we've just come out of The Haunting. That's the first maze that we've done today. So if I had to give any criticism, we got in the queue. I shot a little bit of footage, and then we were waiting in the queue for so long. We kind of looked back to see the time slot was to when I shot the footage, just to see how long we've been waiting there for, and it was like a good 40 minutes, and there was about 3 people in front of us. So the people at the back of the queue are probably still there now. We've been out for like 5-10 minutes already. That's my only criticism though. I mean, it takes a little bit. I mean, it could be possible that they were cleaning through the maze, or they were switching actors, they were on lunch, I don't know, whatever. It's around 1 o'clock, so they could be switching around for lunch or I don't know. But the actual maze itself, brilliant. Really enjoyed it. The theming is fantastic. We've seen that in other vlogs, people talking about how great the theming is, and it is really good. Really similar to the London Dungeon. It had really strong London Dungeon. Well, I mean, in fact, I say the London Dungeon because that was the original one. Dungeon vibes. So there's tons of them nowadays. Basically, it had dungeon vibes, London Dungeon vibes. I won't give any spoilers, but there's one scene in it in particular, right towards the end, where you see the witch herself. That really had dungeon vibes. But there's loads and loads of actors. The scares were great. There are times where it's pitch black. You can't see where you're going in there. And then all of a sudden you've got an actor over here, you've got an actor over there, you've got someone jumps out from over here. And I'm sure at some points it's the same actor doing, you know, maybe just running from curtain to curtain. You can't tell because it's so dark. At the very beginning when you go in, there's a guy that tells you a little bit of a story, tells you the story of the witch and, you know, she got hung and all that kind of stuff. You can't really hear what he's saying. I can't really tell you anything about that because I couldn't hear what he was saying. He had like a plastic visor in front of his face. So I was really struggling to listen because the audio was quite loud as well. But then, as I say, the run through for the maze, they keep everybody really, really socially distanced. So I think that's why there was such a wait in between run-throughs. Because they're keeping that social distancing, you know, they're really putting that into play. But it's great because the actual run through, you have your own personal experience, you get every single actor's attention. And also there are some scenes in there where you stop and you sit down and then you get an actor, as I say, like a bit like the dungeons, you know, you come across like a normal maze where you just kind of keep walking. There's scenes where they stop you, they sit you down, they tell you a bit of the story. Again, really good. They don't do that in a lot of mazes. So yeah, maze number one, theming great, acting great, really good, really dark, really scary. You got the heartbeat pumping away at the beginning, and it really kind of adds to the anticipation of the maze. You know, you get the sweaty palms and the shaky hands. You're like, oh God, here we go. And then the lady comes through and she's like, right through you go, and you're like, God damn. But yeah, loved it, really good. That maze alone, loving it so far. We've got 2 more to go. I've heard on other vlogs that that's the least scary one, so and that was scary, so we shall see what the other ones are like. I might have to squeeze a couple of beers in beforehand just to calm the nerves a little bit. But anyway, really good. The Haunting, definitely worth checking out. We're going to move on to the next one now via the bar. And here we are for our second maze of the day. We was going to save this one till last, but we've literally just walked across it now. Disturbed I am, and there's no queue at all. So I think we're just going to go for it. Apparently this is inside an old McDonald's. This used to be an old McDonald's, so I want to go and see if they've left any burgers behind. I mean, I suppose they'd be a bit old and manky by now, but anyway, Disturbed I am. This one's supposed to be terrifying.
Those who do will be removed from the attraction at the park. You may be asked to wear a hood. You must comply.
Can I have a double cheeseburger and fries, please? Can I have a couple of barbecue sauces and a sweet curry sauce? Thanks very much. Okay, so we've just come out of Disturbed I Am. Apparently it's in an old McDonald's, as I mentioned before, and you can see it when you come out the back, when you're let out of the maze. You can see the 2 windows outside where you'd obviously, if you was a drive-through, you'd queue up and get your pay your fee for your food and then take your order. But anyway, you don't want to hear about what it used to be, you want to hear about what it is now. So Disturbed I Am, oh man, absolutely brilliant. I was cacking it the whole way around. The interaction with the actors is fantastic. The guy that when we first walked in there's a guy at a desk, and he's like a surgeon or he's like a crazy doctor, and he's saying that all of his experiments have gone wrong. And there was some really good interaction with him. You could hear exactly what he was saying this time. He didn't have a full-on sort of face visor, even though he's working in a hospital. But yeah, the interaction with him was great. He mentioned about my hat, Extreme Scream. He was saying about he knows all the parks, but he kind of wove it into the story as well. So that was really good. Yeah, it was totally worth the trip up and across to come here to Skegness. Just for the mazes. We've still got one more maze to go. We've been told that the one, that Disturbed I Am one there, was the scariest one. But I mean, the haunting, and other people saying that that's not the scariest one. I thought that was really scary. I think that they're brilliant. The acting has been really, really good. Really solid acting. This is the most random place ever. It's just full of stuff. Look, they even do bones, man. Okay, so here we are at Voodoo Bay for our last maze of the day here at Fear Island, or Fantasy Island, or Fear Island at Fantasy Island. It's pumpkins, man. I love all this. I'd have this at home if I could. These are awesome. So cool. And then our last maze, we go over the back here. It's called the House of Voodoo Curse. This is so cool. Look at this. What a really nice shot as well with the sun in the background there. The smoke coming up out of the maze. These guys, wow, look at that. What a great day here at Fantasy Island, man. This is brilliant. Wish us luck, here we go.
We have an alive scare actors. Confined spaces, darkness, strobe lighting, all of it.
Wow, so we've just come out of the House of Voodoo Curse. The actors are going on lunch. These guys were amazing. This one here in particular was probably one of the scariest scare actors I've seen. She was incredible. She was really good. The contact lenses, the makeup, the face makeup, whatever she had going on in her teeth. I'm guessing it wasn't her real teeth. Oh, just brilliant. So good. And even when they just come out the maze there and they're still in character, you know, walking to get their lunch, they're still in character. Brilliant, man. Hats off to these guys. Hats off to this park. Absolutely great. That reminded me a little bit of Hoodoo Voodoo from Twin Lakes. Had Hoodoo Voodoo vibes. You had some rope bridges in there. You had the uneven flooring. You had some the strobes, some neon lights, some all kinds of stuff going on. It was brilliant. There was a really loud. I don't want to spoil too much. In fact, it doesn't matter because you won't know when it's coming, but there was this really loud, it sounded like a shotgun going off at one point. They tell you to wait in a room and all of a sudden this thing goes off and oh man, literally my heart jumped out my chest. Some of the other vlogs I've watched on this park have said that this was the weaker maze out of all of them. I disagree. I think they're all on par with each other. The theming in all of them is top quality. The acting in all of them has been top quality. We're really glad that we came up here today, and we'll definitely be coming back. But yeah, top quality, House of Voodoo Curse, up there with the rest of them. Yeah, props, well done, Fear Island, well done. Yeah. You shit us up today, big time.
You scream like a girl.
That's making me this is watching.
Your turn.
My turn. I need a few more whiskeys before I get on that. I've got to say, all of the mazes today have been really good. The theming in all of the mazes are fantastic. The quality of the acting is fantastic. All of the actors, I think these are probably some of the best actors we've seen in, Extreme Scream's been going. Don't get me wrong, great parks. Tully's great park. I know that hasn't been going on this year, but we've done all the heavyweight parks now. This is the first time we've ever visited this park. And I'd say the acting is right up there, man. The acting is right up there with some of the bigger parks. The set pieces are up there with some of the bigger parks. The Disturbed by Our Maze was brilliant. That could be in any of the bigger. That could be in Tully's. That could be anywhere. I think if you had 2 more mazes to add to this, so you had five mazes in total. Plus you've got all the roller coasters and everything else going on here. This would be one of the best spots to visit, I think, for Halloween. 2 more mazes, I think, 2 more decently themed mazes. And this would be one of those ones that you'd put on the list every year that you must visit, because the quality is just brilliant. I didn't expect it. I didn't know what to expect, to be honest. I've watched a lot of other vlogs on the park, and another thing I'd say is everything in the vlogs, everything looks better when you're actually here. Like, it looked great in the vlogs, but actually when I got here I was like, this looks so much better than it did in the vlogs. There's just so much more to look at, and the atmosphere is great, and it's just, you've got the indoor marketplace over there. It's just so random, it's brilliant. This roller coaster is, up there with the likes of the roller coasters at Thorpe Park and Alton Towers. These mazes, I think I enjoyed these mazes more than I did this year at Alton Towers. We forgot to vlog Alton Towers this year, but we might possibly see if we can get back there before Scarefest is over. But yeah, the mazes here I preferred. I think they were excellent, really good, top quality, 10 out of 10. I'd say really good. Disturbed I Am. I'm actually thinking about going back in it. I want another run round it. It was so good. That's the scariest one. They're all scary. The House of Voodoo Curse reminded me of Hoodoo Voodoo at Twin Lakes Extreme Scream. Theming very similar. In fact, the actress at the beginning there, I think she's probably one of the scariest scare actors I've ever seen, with the contact lenses and what she had on her teeth and the face makeup, and she's just brilliant. Really good. Really enjoyed it. All the theming, and sitting here now with the sun coming in and all these what look like kind of scarecrows or bodies hanging on the crosses. It's just got such a vibe. It's really got a vibe, and I bet at night, with all the smoke coming up and the lights and everything else and the sun setting, I bet this place is really magical. It's really nice and clean. The staff are really cool. They're really friendly. There's so much to see. I feel like we've been here for all day, and I'm sure there's still loads that we haven't experienced yet. We've got a couple of rides that we're going to go and jump on, and I'm going to go and see if they sell donuts somewhere, because I'm getting a bit peckish and need a bit of sugar. And that's it. But yeah, we've had a brilliant day here at Fantasy Island. We'll definitely be coming back. We might even come back before this spooky season's over, because it's only a 2.5 hour drive for us, which is nothing. You can sit on the A406 for longer than that coming home from work. But yeah, I highly recommend Fantasy Island. Fear Island at Fantasy Island should definitely be on your yearly checklist of places to visit at Halloween time, because they're a huge effort, and props to everyone here. Had a great time, really enjoyed it. Ciao for now.
Oh gosh.
Oh, your chili, my chili. That is massive chili.
Are you happy?
So spicy. Get yourself a tattoo whilst you're here. You see, they've got lots of flash on the boards over there. One of the artists, I'm guessing, having a ciggy. But yeah, There's literally everything here. There's like an indoor market, there's a fish and chip shop place over there. I don't know if that's in the park or not, but some barriers. I don't think it is actually. You've got arcades. You've got an indoor marketplace. You've got this ride here. You've got roller coasters, some huge roller coasters. You've got scare mazes. You've got a tattoo parlour.
Most importantly,
You don't need to leave. You can live
you
here.
can win a giant chili.
Most importantly, you can win a chance. This is Dean of the Dead signing off from Fantasy Island / Fear Island. I've had the best day. I won myself a massive chili. I'm so happy right now. Dean of the Dead and his massive chili. So happy right now. Anyway, this is me signing off, guys. Thanks for watching the vlog. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out. And make sure to visit this park because it is amazing, right?